It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 34. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, it's Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
You ain't going nowhere. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. But now they'll try the end around. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. You don't want none of that.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Check in.
On second down, here's Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Murray now. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Bridgewater on first down. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
It's a short kick taken near the 18. And an alley to run. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
A good pick up there at 20 yards. On first down, Drake. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second and a yard, Murray. Hopkins with a quick feed. The quick slant caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
We got Mike, number 53.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On second down, McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M. Then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. On 2nd down, it's Drake, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to...
That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown of the new season. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now it's Peterson. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. On 1st down, Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
On the run, he'll let this go deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Cardinals take over first and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Adam Gotsis. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO, and this is incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
24 is the mic. Don't get nervous. 24 is the mic. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Bridgewater dancing to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how
They just do get the playoff. Now Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Bridgewater now. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. They'll run on first down. It's Drake, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 40 now on second down. Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
53, Mike.
You're trash.
53.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And a big loss here as he's taken down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And he's going to go down again. Devon Kennard. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Here's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your... Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security, and some for more than nothing.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing, Bridgewater. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the air.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devon Kennard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Get that ball.
Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was Patrick Peterson from his cornerback spot whirling in for the sack. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. that's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the